Travis, Horror Movies Uncut. We're going to start revving up our coverage for Hysteria Fest. Just like we did last time, we were on another part of the South Side. We were in Dogtown, Seamus McDaniels. This time we're down at La Catrina for all of our Cinco de Mayo people who love coming and filling up this place. And once again, I'm with Paul from Hysteria Fest, creator, owner, developer, programmer, filmmaker, day trader, zombie slayer, whatever else has her in there. And what we have to talk about is essentially what is going to be going on in the 2025 edition of Hysteria Fest, because it's a little different from previous versions. There's some upgrades, I believe, and I believe we have some sponsorship stuff going on, and we got a nice little rendition of films that's going to be driving to the St. Louis audience based out of the wonderful fictitious land above us known as Canada, which some people are trying to turn into the 51st state, but as we see from the films that come from this area, you probably don't want to mess with those people too much. So Paul, seriously, tell us about Hysteria Fest 2025. What are some people going to be expecting with this year's edition?
Absolutely. Okay, so this year it goes July 10th through the 13th, and we've expanded to several different venues now. So it's still going to be at Arkadin like it always has been and it was last year. We're moving into Heavy Anchor this year also as a second venue because we're trying to get more events that are horror related besides just the films. So this year, and the cool thing is Travis from Horror Movies Uncut, he is the one who's hosting everything at Heavy Anchor.
That's right, your boy will be hosting the Anchor Down.
Yeah, and that will be cool. We're going to have horror trivia going on over there. We're going to have horror filmmaker panels. We're going to have FX tutorials going on. We're going to have Destroy the Brain, which is kind of like the centerpiece to St. Louis horror for years and years. They're going to be doing a podcast. We're going to have some free screenings going on over there. So we've really expanded, and the festival itself will be just as great as previous years. We are doing 4 days, July 10th through the 13th. Every year we focus on a new country or a region. So like Travis said, this year we are doing Canada. Our opening night film is Dead Ringers, David Cronenberg's classic.
Yes.
Closing night, usually we do something kind of famous for closing night, but this year I wanted to go a little bit of a deeper dive. So we're doing the Canadian slasher film from 1983, I believe, called Curtains. It is a cult classic. I thought I would use closing night to show somebody a movie like that. But the big centerpiece film from Canada is Hello, Mary Lou, Prom Night II, which is a sequel to the first Prom Night. I tell everybody you do not need to watch Prom Night 1.
You do not need to watch Prom Night 1 at all.
It was not made to be a sequel. It
Nope.
was filmed called it was called Haunting at Hamilton High. Haunting at Hamilton High, and it got turned into a sequel due to marketing reasons. You can come in fresh, and leading up to that screening, we are doing a horror prom. It's the 80s horror prom. You can come dressed up like you're going to prom.
Okay.
You can come dressed up like you're from the 80s. You can come
Okay.
dressed up like it's Halloween.
You're gonna be any contests? It's gonna be like best dressed contest?
Yes, best costume.
Is there gonna be a
contest.
horror king, queen,
Yep.
prom queen, king?
We're gonna do all that. I really want to spill blood on them, but the orchestrator of the prom says that's not the right movie.
Okay.
And they probably won't allow that.
Okay, no blood on
Yeah.
the prom, but still dress up and come anyway.
Still dress up.
And what night's that gonna be going on?
That'll be the 12th. That's Saturday the 12th. That starts at 8 p.m. The prom itself is free to go to. If you want to watch Hello, Mary Lou afterwards, that does cost a ticket or a badge.
You have to have a badge or
Yeah,
ticket first.
but you can also just go next door to Heavy Anchor and continue the party over there for free.
Yep.
So yeah, 4 nights. We have over 10 features. We have 70 films altogether. Quite a few shorts blocks. We have films from all over the world.
Okay.
We have a ton from Canada because we're focusing on Canada. We have some here in St. Louis, and we got films all the way from Japan and all around the world.
Tell us a little bit about the sponsors that you have for this year's edition.
Sure. Yeah, so yeah, we've really kicked it up with the sponsors, and it's really cool because a lot of the city is getting more involved with the festival, which is awesome. Terror Tacos, which is one of my favorite places, being a horror-loving vegan. I've always wanted them on board as a sponsor, so they've come on board. We have Vintage Vinyl, which is one of the coolest record shops that's been in St. Louis.
St. Louis staple.
Yeah, it is a complete St. Louis staple. We had Lady Lair, which is a tarot card venue. And if you have a badge, you get discounts at all these places.
Nice.
Yeah, and they're going to actually have a tarot reader at the prom also.
Nice.
Yeah, and so yeah, we got.
He's gonna let you know if you're gonna win the contest or not.
Yeah, you'll find out.
You're gonna die.
Don't even just stick around for it. You can just find out from her. No, but yeah, no. So we got Vegan Deli Butchers sponsor, and just a whole bunch of sponsors around the area, which is like really cool because it's like you know, the first year I did this, I was just reaching out and not getting responses. And now sponsors are coming to me, which is like a cool sign that the festival is growing.
And then what's one of the ways that the festival's been able to grow distribution and movie-wise? How are you able to get some of these titles into you now?
So we're actually able to get some of the bigger festival films this year, which we couldn't at first. So when the Hysteria Fest first started off, we got the repertory films, we can get the famous ones, you go through the studios, and then we get movies that are submitted to us. But now we're getting to a place where, like this year, we have like Dead Lover and Haze. These are movies that our festival has like grown enough of a name that we're able to get a hold of those. Well, at first, they would be like, you know, sometimes studios are a little protective about where their films play before it gets out, and they want more reputable festivals, and we've luckily kind of gotten to that place now that we can get these movies that we weren't able to in the past.
Okay, and once again, tell people the dates of Hysteria Fest 2025.
Sure, it's July 10th through the 13th. It's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That Saturday goes all day, noon to midnight.
Tickets still available right now?
Yep. Tickets are still available. They're going fast. They go faster every year, but there's still some available.
Where can people find you guys on social media?
Sure, just look up Hysteria Fest on Instagram or Facebook, and we're present there. And then if you want to grab tickets, we have a website, hysteriafilmfest.com, or if you just go to arkadin.com, which is the venue, they have us linked there too.
Awesome, sounds good. Paul, thanks again,
Absolutely.
brother.
Absolutely, thank you
we'll
very much.
See you guys at Hysteria Fest 2025 edition.
See you guys there.
Later.
All right, thanks.